Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode where we tackle a crucial issue in our educational system motivation. Whether you're an educator, administrator, or someone passionate about education, this episode is for you. Today, we discuss a strategic motivational plan designed to uplift teachers and administrative staff in public high schools. So, let's dive in. So, as we all know, it's no secret that motivation is a significant challenge in many educational institutions. I apologize for that. With increasing workloads, limited resources, and frequent policy changes, teachers and staff experience a lot of burnouts during their time. Low morale is impacting performance, student engagement, and overall job satisfaction. In this discussion that we'll be doing today in this podcast, we will focus on a public school district serving diverse socioeconomic backgrounds. These educators are struggling with staff retention, lack of professional growth opportunities, and resistance to curriculum changes. But what can be done to reignite their passion and commitment? Solution. Let's analyze the key factors contributing to this low motivation going around in these schools. Number one, I will say the lack of recognition. A lot of them feel undervalued and unappreciated. Number two, I will say limited professional development. As we all know, there are insufficient opportunities for skill enhancement and career growth in these professions. Number three will be workload. High demands without proper resources lead to a lot of them having exhaustion in the workspace. Number four will be low student engagements. When students are disengaged, teachers feel less fulfilled. Five will be resistant to change. Many educators hesitate to adopt new teachings methodologies, as we have seen at one point in our lives growing up. Some teachers are like, they do not like new educational tools. This challenge can be a pain and concerning picture, but solution exists. So now let's talk about strategy. Motivational plan. Well, we have developed a structured motivational plan to boost morale and drive performance. And here's how. Recognition and reward system. It will be implementing a Teacher of the Month program with peer and student nominations. That way, like, if you have a teacher that you really like or that has actually been grinding on the topic of that week, well, you will have the chance anonymously giving them an opportunity to be Teacher of the Month will reward them with like maybe a closer parking space, or maybe give them like a little medal, anything of that source. The timeline, this is pretty easy to implement. We can launch it around like 2 to 3 months, and maybe we can get like 70% of the staff participation in the nomination process within 6 months. Professional growth and development is another one. We can establish monthly training workshops and sponsor teacher for advanced certifications. So any teacher, let's say a math teacher that wants to further their education in maybe trigonometry, or I'm not good at math, so trigonometry and all of that, we can probably pay for their extended certification. So maybe online with different schools or different universities. And this can actually be implemented within the next academic semester, since it's gonna be a lot of budgeting sources. And then the goal will be at least 60% of the staff to participate in at least one professional development activity per quarter. So it won't be forced, but it will be for some teachers required. Another thing can be the workload management and support. As we all know, most teachers are overwhelmed by the amount of homework or tests they have to grade. So the action will be to introduce teacher assistants and automated administrative tasks. So we can implement this within 1 year. We can get some substitute teachers to come in and help them grade and help them get everything situated in a fashionable manner. Or we can even hire a person that's just dedicated to that the teachers are getting all the help they need. This can actually reduce administrative workload by like 20% within a year. change management and innovation incentives. Well, from faculty advisory committee to test and suggest new teacher strategies. We can tell them, we can actually teach them how to use projectors, or maybe we can have the students, the teachers actually email the students with what they were presented that day, or the actual class of that day, so that way no students can be more engaged and actually pay attention to the class without worrying about, oh, I have to write everything that the teacher's writing without actually paying attention. As we all have been there, some teachers are like, oh, like write this that I'm writing, and I'm not gonna repeat myself. And most students don't like that. So we can actually have them engaged by having different advisory committees and to test and suggest these new teaching strategies. This can be implemented in like the next school year, since it's gonna take a lot of training and getting all the teachers in the same page. Our goal will be to get 50% of the teachers adopt at least one teaching method per academic year. So as we know, technology changes every day. Now we got AI, so we can get all the professors and of the school to implement these teachings. Next one will be student engagement and teacher satisfaction. So of course, develop interact learning initiatives like gamification and project-based learnings. As most of you are in the military and have noticed, we have this cyber awareness. But the cyber awareness, even though they're teaching us different threats and cyber attacks, they do it in a form of a game. So you play through this game to actually either you succeed, that you didn't leak no information or let anybody strange borrow your cat card and all of that. And project-based learnings, so actually having like kids do graphic, kids can do different like presentations, maybe like as we're doing right now, maybe a different podcast, to learn in different styles to keep them engaged in classes. And this can actually be implemented some sort of like a pilot program focusing like SATs, prep, financial literacy, and career readiness. This can be selected classes with like in 6 months, I will say. The goal will be to improve student engagement scores by at least 15% on teacher evaluations. So what is the expected impact? Well, what we can expect from implementing this motivational plan, we can see some promising outcomes. So I will say increase teacher satisfaction, leading to improved classroom performance and student outcomes. We can see enhanced professional development, fostering innovation and adaptability. And we can also, as we have said before, we can reduce the workload with all these substitute teachers and all of that, allowing teachers to focus on delivering quality education. And a structured reward system honestly wouldn't hurt anybody. This has been proven multiple times that it can build morale and encourage long-term commitment in any type of business, and in this case will be the educational system. So some success stories and testimonials that we have seen, schools that have implemented similar strategies have seen remarkable improvements. I'll put some examples in the screen before you guys. And teacher retention rates increased, honestly. Professional growth opportunity expanded and student engagement rose significantly, as you can see in their faces and all of that. We'll share some first-hand testimonials from educators who have experienced these positive changes.
Finance changed my classroom. I can't stop smiling. The change I've seen in my students is unreal.
And the challenges were just trying to find something that was engaging to the students.
Made it a real-life experience.
Which depends on your grade, which is your responsibility as a student. So students are being held liable for everything they do in the classroom.
Motivation is the heartbeat of a successful education system. By recognizing educators, providing growth opportunities, and managing workloads, fostering innovations, we can create an environment where both teachers and students thrive. If you enjoy student episodes, share with your fellow educators, administrators, or anyone passionate about education, maybe the principal that's watching this. And let's go to work together to inspire and empower our teachers. Until next time, keep striving for excellence. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and have a great day.